Unless he's just one of the challengers. I mean, he's not the main guy. The main chef. I would remember that. You gotta keep in mind, I've played the games twice a piece. Not 30 times like a lot of people have. I'm relatively new. Retso is the guy who cheats. Yes, yeah. That's pulling a name out of a hat for me. Like, I love these games and I appreciate them greatly, but I don't have the time in them that a lot of you guys have. I definitely don't remember that at all. Not zero recollection, honestly. I love the attention to detail, though. Again, I think this would be part of the problem if, and I'm just saying this is an if because it's more like a never gonna happen, but if Konami were to announce a sequel, which is never gonna happen, I think a lot of the little intricacies would get lost, and that would be a big problem because all the games are tied in so well, even if they're not actually, tied in directly. So much of the stuff is shared between them all. It's great. Is this the way I'm going? That's the bath. Oh goodness, we're back with this group again. Oh, Your Highness. My. It's great to see you're all right. Admiral, they must be tired from their long journey. Why don't we let them sit down in the back room? No, you're gonna make me gut fish. I don't want to do that. I know what this back room's for. That back room, nope. We're not going back there. Nope. Alright then. Don't just stand there. Have a seat, and then we'll talk. Also, her character model is proportioned interestingly. Everything is turned into such a nightmare. We've got lots of sharp-eared folks in town, so we've already got a pretty good idea of what's happened. And I think I know why you're here, Your Highness. You do? Yes. Have you heard? They've already started drafting soldiers in Solfalena and Stormfist. Drafting soldiers? You mean to fight us? I don't think that's the only reason. Lord Godwin has always been a firm believer in a strong military. Now that the Sun Palace is under their control, they seem to want to remake Falena in their own image. We don't like it either, Your Highness, and we'd love to help you. But to be honest, we don't want to join forces with Lord Barrows. The last thing we want is to become a pawn of the aristocracy. But Raja, come now, don't you feel the same way in your heart of hearts? Huh? You are aware that you're being used by that old snake, aren't you? Yeah. Admiral, you're being a little harsh, don't you think? I'm not criticizing you, Your Highness. I understand you need Lord Barrows' help right now to fight the Godwins. But I hope you'll think long and hard about how long you want that partnership to continue. I'm sorry I can't be any help to you after you came all this way, but let me give you some advice instead. If you want allies, Your Highness, you need to promote your cause. And to do that, the first thing you have to do is take care of the situation in Lord Lake. You need the people's support, Prince, and if you ignore Lord Lake's problem, the people won't support you. Makes sense. The Admiral can be pretty blunt at times, but she's only concerned about your welfare. Wonder why that old snake has taken an interest in you rather than Lady Cyledes. I mean, she was second in line for the throne at one point. Sure, she abdicated. But you'd still think that she'd be a more attractive face for his schemes than you are. Why do you think he chose you? Huh, why indeed? Well, if you look at Fredor's face, he does look like he'd be easier to manipulate. God, the hate for his portrait just continues. Ah, so you think so too, huh? If Lady Cyledes got dragged into this, it would be a battle for the crown, just like the conflict 20-odd years back. The Goblin and Barrows houses took sides, and the two princesses went to war. Those were bad times, I tell you. The last thing the other nobles and citizens want is another feud for the crown. No one's up for that again. But since you have no right to the throne, that's not a problem. He can just portray himself as a hero, out to avenge the royal family and rescue the captured princess. That can't be all Barrows is up to, though. Not enough profit. There must be some other angle. If I were you, I'd be careful. Lord Barrows will be your will only be your ally as long as he's got some use for you. Yeah. Oh Lord, we're going to Lord Lake then. Interesting. Alright guys, are we looking for anyone else here while I'm here? I'll open it up and just say that, instead of me just running around at random. Because I'll do that, but... Nope. We got more, never mind. Your Highness, just a moment, please. Kisara? My husband's ship is anchored nearby. If you ever have any need for it, my husband and daughter will take you anywhere you want to go. You and Lady Cyledes probably saved their lives, so the whole family's grateful. Huh? When Log and Lun tried to take that gold dust in Lunas, you brought them back here. If they'd been turned over to the patrol guards, they would have been brought to Solfalena. And they probably would have gotten caught up in the revolt. You may not have meant to do it, but my family feels we owe you our lives to you and Lady Cyledes. But I won't thank you for what happened. That would make it seem like we're happy about the events that are so painful to you, Your Highness. But we do want to show our gratitude. I can't leave the Admiral's side, but Log and Lun will do everything they can to help you out, Your Highness. Nice. But we kind of have a boat. If you're going to Lord Lake, you'll need a boat. Tell my husband he'll help you. That means we need to go to the dock. Oh look, there they are. Oh boy, these two. This is going to be interesting. These are the smartest people I've ever run into. Myself.
Oh, the prince.
Oh,
Look, we offer our sincere...
too bad the Queen and Farad had to kick the bucket.
Hey!
Ah, that really hurt. What the hell did you do that for, huh?
Shut up, Pop! How come you gotta be so insensitive? Can't you think about how the prince must feel?
I thought I was thinking about how he was feeling. I did say too bad, you know.
And that's why I told you to shut up. Excuse me. Really, please you two stop. Oh.
Sorry about that, Prince. So, I'm thinking you probably heard from the wife about this already.
If it weren't for you guys, Prince, me and Pop would have probably been in big trouble. So we want to get the chance to repay you. Sorry, I mean let us repay you, Your Highness.
Please. Oh, all right. Please, sir.
Prince?
Let's look more clueless. Alright. Thank you.
Yes, you're a prince! In Roughly, we always repay our debts twice over, you know? We're gonna do our best.
All right, right then. You gotta let us know if there be anything we can do to help you, okay? Well, I'm thinking there's some stuff we can't do, but if we can do it, we're gonna do it.
These voices are perfect for these two as well. I don't think Urim's stupid. I think he's a spineless wimp. There's a difference. And Snow is, well, again, I don't think Snow is stupid either. He's just a spineless piece of shit. That's a whole nother level of hate that goes on in that relationship. Anything we can do to help
Here
you?
you go, Kate.
Who did it? Oh my goodness, Davey, how's it going, sir? Oh, that is far too kind, Davey. Thank you. I'm absolutely loving this game so far. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, so I can't make a 2 comparison yet. But man, it is. Describing it as a modern version of 2 seems very apt right now. Very apt indeed. If there's one thing that I have to say, it's not a bad thing, but just a comparison between the two. Let's see, how long have we been going? Like 14 hours into the game right now? The first 6 hours had 0 combat for the most part, other than like 2 battles, which is okay with me. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me one bit. But I can see how some people would be put off by the long story build-up without any real combat to it. Especially for a game that came out around this time period when people were still big into the whole jump right into the game, not have huge intro sequences. But it's really good to see you, Davey, and that's very kind of you. Thank you so much, man. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely want to go to Ford Lake.
Oh, you do, huh? Then we're gonna help you get there. Hop on board and watch your step.
Oh my god, these two.
Lon, we're shoving off.
Aye, aye.
Coincidentally, for those that don't know, the bumper screen,
Clover?
Davey made all the bumper screens for the marathon. It's just not.
bad, you think?
Hold on tight, you guys.
Can't do anything about the fact that we're playing this 2 years later than we were supposed to, but that's mainly because getting this game was a pain in the ass. Alright, just mosey on down south from here and you're going to be in Lord Lake in no time, Prince. Wish I could have brought you a little closer, actually. There's a Goblin Fortress downriver from here, so I reckon it ain't good to get too close with this here ship. But don't worry, Prince. Stay close to the mountains and those fortress guys will never see you. Well, let's get going, Prince. You're coming along too, Lun? Loon? Loon? Loon. Of course. I told you, didn't I? Raft Fleet women always repay their debts twice over. Pop, make sure to take good care of the ship while I'm gone. Don't go off boozing or anything like that. I ain't gonna, so long as you don't go doing anything with the prince I wouldn't approve of. You hear? Wow, okay, they're gonna make the joke. It's not just me. Great. Awesome. When I first checked, when I first started getting into the series, CTC, it was about 100 and, well, I should preface that by saying that when it comes to CD-based games, I only buy stuff that's considered great to collectible, as far as what sites are going to sell them at, because one good scratch in the wrong place can ruin a game. So I only looked for those, but it was like 120 bucks when I first started looking. I ended up getting mine for about 60, which I considered a steal since that's half the price that it was going to be from the beginning. And I don't regret it. This has been awesome. Like, we just got to the recruitment phase of this game, and I've been absolutely loving every stream, so... Yeah. I mean, I don't even think the box had been opened because the instruction manual and everything is in like completely perfect condition, and I don't know, the box just looks pretty immaculate. So let's see, this game came out in 2007, I believe. I think it came out in 2007. I paid $60 for it, and the price tag on the game is $54.50. So they got me for $6. I have all of them on PlayStation Network because I can't find a copy of 1 and 2 that are affordable. I own the hard copy of 3, 4, this one, and Tactics. I would love to get copies of 1 and 2, but they're super, super expensive. What's funny, Davey, is I remember my roommate in college went and bought this game because I remember the box cover. Like I never watched him play the game, but I remember the box cover, and of course I had no idea what Suikoden was at the time. I just knew it was another RPG, and he loved the games, but I never got to watch him play it. If I had watched him, I'd have probably ended up buying the game or getting involved then, but I didn't. Like, he never played it where I could watch. And, man, that sucks because I would have loved to get on the boat then whenever stuff was affordable. Now it's ridiculous. This is definitely a series I would love to own all the hard copies of. I still want them to release this one on the PSN, though. Because if they released this one for PSN, that would mean all 5 of them were on there, people would have better access to them. I just feel like these are games people need to play, and unfortunately, people like me that didn't have PlayStations back in the time period that they came out didn't ever play them. Alright, what is she? She's another medium. We're gonna stay this then, because it still works just fine. Well, and see, I've been through that too. I sold a lot of my... Now, I never sold any cartridge-based stuff, but I sold a lot of my PS1 and PS2 stuff, which sucks, because then I've had to rebuy a bunch of it. I've rebought several PS2 games. Same thing with GameCube. I wish I hadn't sold all my GameCube stuff, because I had a lot of really good GameCube games to play. Can't now. Okay, I'm gonna make another drink real quick. We have a level 5, we're gonna have to grind up a little bit. Damn, so that sucks so much. I hate getting into combat in this game. It's just... It's not entertaining at all. Totally being completely sarcastic, because I could sit here for hours just doing this. Oh, that's right, she fight with a harpoon? Okay, I like it. She has a rune too. She's got a fire rune, okay. Yeah, we got the old elf comp going on right now. More out of necessity than desire, but you know, what can you do? Another violence piece. Let's see. We're heading to Lord Lake, that's right. And that's a dead end. I'm curious, there's not another elf. This is a forest, there's not an elf here, is there? Because that'd be fun. They just walk up and punch things. These are the most unelfly elves ever. Like, you would think they'd have a singing attack or something. Apparently the only elves that can sing are the ones I fight against. Punch that creeper. Oh, he's still alive. He's got an AoE. That's rude.
They can't defeat me.
There's the levels I was looking for. I didn't realize I picked that up. Let's see. Oh, never mind. It's terrible. Oh, I just reorganized those to the top. Gotcha. Let's see. You need a heal. Yeah, she's okay. She's only at half health. She'll be fine. Sitting in the back anyway. Am I dropping frames? Yeah, I did drop a little bit. Thanks, Sunlink. Oh, another Holly. Just a hiccup, it looks like. Sorry about that, guys. I'll write more hateful emails to Sunlink, but they can't keep my internet that I pay a shit ton of money for more stable than that. What does the Fire Rune have in this one? Well, she didn't have any actual good magic, so that's good. All AoE like it usually is. I said I was going to get a drink and I haven't.
Here we go.
We one-turned it. Nice.
How truly despicable.
Yeah, it looks like it passed. As much as I would love to go to fiber, I would never use me personally, I would never use AT&T. I deal with them on a professional basis, and they are one of the worst internet companies. Granted, we don't have Comcast in the South. And Comcast would probably be the worst one I know about, but AT&T is absolutely horrible down here. Even their fiber's unreliable, which I don't know how you have unreliable fiber. That seems weird, but they do down here. Where I live, we have AT&T DSL, hell no, and my cable company. That's it. We have two to choose from. So not much competition. Suddenly can get away with whatever they want to. It's kind of miserable. Ooh, 2 towns. This looks dried up. This must be Lord Lake. Any favorite characters so far? We haven't met a ton. I'll definitely say most of the starting people are pretty great. For different reasons. I mean, George is George. George is just George. I don't know what else I can say about that. Belcoot's pretty awesome. I actually like the childhood friend in this one, so Leon I think is pretty cool. And then Mia Keese is hilarious, and her murderous nature is pretty great. Big fan of that.
we go.
I don't really think I found any like party members that I just don't. What the hell debuff was that? I don't know what that even was. Kyle, yeah, Kyle's pretty hilarious. You know, we got the first look at Gene, big fan, as usual. Oh, Siley. Oh, how did I leave out Siley? Guys, y'all let me talk all that and then leave Siley's out. Siley's is my fucking favorite so far. She's a drinking, hot. I don't know how else to describe her. Both of those. She's both of those things. Big fan. I did find it funny that all of the guards in Soul Felena at the beginning do nothing but talk to the prince about how attractive and hot his family is, and then get mad at him for not agreeing, which seems strange when they're talking to him about his aunt and saying that he missed his opportunity to catch a peek of her. Wait a minute. That seems a little off color. I think there's one more fight just for an extra level here.
Here we go.
And that's mainly Kyle. I guess Kyle's pervert nature transcends family and just goes to it's a female. So there you go. Okay, I'll give you that possibly, Ether, but it's still strange to see in a game, and the fact that it made it through the translation team, I guess, would be. But I think it got I think it made it through the translation area as more humor, which we've already commented that the humor in this game is far and above better than all of the other ones. It's just wittier. So it kind of all feeds into that, to me, the way I feel it. And we're back in this depressing place. Okay, I am going to go make that drink now, by the way. So if you guys will give me one moment to refill my potable. Potable. Really glad you all are here. Thanks for joining me on a Sunday evening. It's been awesome as always. Like, again, we are 13 hours and 40 minutes into this game, and it's right, like, for a game that's over 10 years old, it's right up there with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for me as far as how it's drawn me in to the point where I just, the days that I'm not streaming, I really wish I was streaming just so I could play the game. It's really hard not to play on off days. It really is. And to me, that's the best compliment I could possibly give a game, because there's a lot of games that I've played on stream where I enjoy them, but I'm really glad for my off days so I can play something else and just kind of. I like having my stream days and then my non-stream days to play League or play whatever else I'm playing. This is one of those games where when I'm not playing it, all I want to do is play it, and that's a huge thumbs up for me. I'll be right back, guys. Well, it's interesting that you... Just catching up on chat. It ties with S2 as your favorite, Sly. Well, seeing as S2 has been my favorite up to this point, but I really haven't felt like any of the other ones have compared to S2, just because 4, you can obviously tell they tried to go a different direction. I don't think it worked great. I enjoyed 4 still. It just had its... It had a lot of ideas in it that I thought were really good, but they didn't execute them well. And 3 was the same way. 3, the narrative was great. I think the narrative in 3 is probably... It's more complex. But they tried to transition to that 3D period of the early PS2 that didn't necessarily work very well. Especially when you compare it to the beautiful sprites that were in S2 and the awesome story that was S2. 3 just ended up feeling a little lackluster. I still enjoyed the hell out of it, but it doesn't work well for multiple playthroughs because of how linear it is and locked in it is. So 2 has always been my favorite, but I have to say this one's been great. But what's funny is, Davey, when I played this game before, because I did start this game back before I ever played any of them, any of the 5, before I started streaming, I kept hearing about the name of the series, and I thought it was interesting. So I played a little bit of this game, and I got up to the Stormfist part at the beginning, so like, you know, a couple of hours in, and it just didn't capture me at the time. But it's interesting that once the whole Stormfist part gets going, that's when everything starts rolling. Again, like I said, there's no combat really up to that point. You get like a couple of battles in the Lord Lake Woods, and that's about it. You don't get to see any of the duels, you don't get to see any of the war battles. Like, everything's pretty late in this game. Kind of interesting that they held off longer in this one. But now that it's rolling, it's big time rolling for me. Thank you, Belcoot. Yeah, the pairing system in 3 was weird. I didn't love it, but I did like it a lot. There was a lot you could do with it. My second playthrough was much smoother than my first. I loved that 3 introduced the treasure bosses, though. I got completely lost in treasure boss hunting in 3. Like, to the point where I think most of the people who were watching the stream the first time through the game were getting real frustrated with me, because all I would do would run around where in between everything was look for treasure bosses over and over and over again, just hunt those things. It was great. I like the start of 3 too, just because you get the whole Lulu Fubar thing, which is it's still messed up how much I enjoyed that part of the game, but you know, it is what it is. We all have things that draw us into games. Lulu. I hate talking about older games, or I hate talking about the other games because I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't played them. But I've played all of the other 4 on stream, so then I feel like I should be able to talk about it. But man, it is Belcoot. It's terrible. It's a terrible moment. I only make light of it because Fubar stays with you for the rest of the game, and we like to make fun that, you know, it's a perfectly good corpse is still good food, and I know, I'm a terrible person. It's you liked 4 over 3. I think that's probably a rare sentiment. I do feel like they did some things right in 4, but I don't think it's fair to compare 4 and 3 because 3 came out right when the PS2 was early on, and they did not understand how to work the hardware really well just yet. I wish that like the crafting system in 4 had been better implemented, because I think it would have been a much more powerful game. It also was super short. Like, I don't understand how they made 4 so short after 2 and 3 were fairly lengthy. 2 especially for a sprite-based game, and 3 was long. Unless you just rushed through it. The running animations were interesting. But Gene in 4, going back to Gene again, because you can't get away from Gene too long if you stay around my stream. Gene in 4 was like top notch. S4 Gene, best Gene. Anyway, I need to get moving here, or we'll sit here and talk like this the entire time. Ugh. Your Highness, is that you? I'm so sorry about what happened, Your Highness. Please allow me to offer my deepest sympathy. And so, what brings you to Lord Lake today? You must be very busy, Your Highness. What business could you have with a town that is little more than ruins now? By the way, we want you to be our ally. Like, I know my mom nuked you into oblivion. That kind of sucked and all, but you should definitely just join with us for no reason. Can we do anything for you? Your Highness, thank you very much for offering to help, but I'm afraid that there's nothing you can do. Lord Lake would view any help as mere manipulation to try and get us to join the Barrows camp. Talgil? The people here still haven't forgiven what Her Majesty did. I'm ashamed to admit it, but some have even declared openly that her death was divine judgment from the heavens. Ooh. I'm afraid they're far too emotional to listen to you objectively. Hold on, wow, that's an angry portrait. Hold on a sec. All that wasn't the prince's fault, you know. Yes, you're absolutely right. But 2 years is a long time. Long enough to make it difficult for Lord Lake to be rational about it now. I guess. I've got no comeback for that. I'm sorry. But there is one thing I can promise you, Your Highness. We will never, ever side with the Godwins, either. They're the very reason we've been suffering like this. The reason this town has become so desolate. Lord Lake was scarred by the Sun Rune, but it could still have come back to life with access to water. But even our water was stolen from us. We get that slow pan again. Stolen by the Godwin's Hatred Fortress. That's a new place. That fortress dammed up the Phaetus River, and so this town has had to live completely without water for 2 years. So you'd think you'd take the best of two evils. Yeah, my mom nuked you into oblivion, but then to add insult into injury, the Godwins were assholes and stole all your water. Her Majesty might have given permission, but it was the Godwins who built and continue to maintain that fortress. The people of Lord Lake will never forgive them, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, S3's opening was good. It was very good. I agree. Also, S3 had all of the, what I like to call the royal band. S3 had Queen, which is still one of my favorite characters in all the games. And S3 brought Uber into the forefront, and to talk about Uber. Let's see. Oh, HP plus 10. Any of that. Yeah, none of this stuff is... Oh, that's a new guy. I haven't seen him before. Oh, yeah, we have. That's that guy. Prince, sorry if we can't be more sympathetic with you. We've got enough trouble of our own to deal with. I didn't recognize him from the back. You again. You disturb the patients. Stop coming here. Patients here have enough problems of their own to worry about. I'd offer you my sympathies, but I'm afraid I'm fresh out. She's brutal. Yeah, I mean, it was funny that you have all the other ones, and then there's Jack. There must be some way to save Lord Lake. Maybe not now, but soon. There just has to be a way. Okay. Let's go to the mansion. Maybe something over here. Yes, Imman, yes. That is where we are at. Oh, I see a treasure chest. Somehow I missed that one on the way through. This actually has, or this song has a lot of Chrono Trigger feeling to it, to me. Kind of reminds me of the future. Forest is as dead as ever. Before we do that, it's all the same. Is there anyone else to talk to that I missed? Nope. Damn it. Leon's always in the way when I'm trying to talk to people. We came through here. Wouldn't be of any use to you. Just try leaving. Yeah, it's not the happiest place. Huh. I mean, it's doubtful there's something in the super low-level forest, but I guess while I'm here, I might as well check. Especially since I apparently got lucky and went straight to the exit last time I was here, without meaning to. These are new guys. I don't think these were here last time I was here. Yeah, I went to that guy's house already. That was the... I think that was the trigger for the earlier part in the game. Yay, dead end. Some desperate looking hellhounds. These elves continue to level up, and it's just kind of ridiculous to me. These definitely were not here earlier in the game, by the way.
Here we go.
Ooh, that sound. Sorry, doggo.
Here we go.
2700 potch. Okay. Damn it, I just wanted the treasure chest. Probably should have focused on that. That was dumb of me. I love seeing the elves crit something. Wow, they're actually getting a lot of defense. Huh. Dare I say the elves are actually starting to be able to tank these guys a little bit better. Wait a minute. What's the stats on these things? 108. 110. Wow, they have twice his defense. They have insane defense. What the? Okay. Wait a minute. 152, 79, 108, 103 compared to. Oh my god. They are tanky as shit in comparison. That's crazy. I mean, I know they don't get equipment, but just naturally tanky is pretty hilarious. Okay. That's what I'm saying, I guess. They scale really well considering that they're stupid elves. Really? Look, Davey, I may be masochistic, but I'm not that masochistic, okay? Although I will, if I can get them all, I will do it for a little... Pierce, interesting. I will do it just because I want to see what his max rune is, because I know you need 5 of them for that. It does 1500 damage, which has to be at least decent. It's like a lightning level rune. Violence piece. How many pieces do you need to assemble? Is it 4? Like 4. I think I've got 4. I've gotta have plenty of those now. I have 3. Damn. 3 of those, too. Son of a bitch. Yeah, the squirrels were a giant pain in the ass. I don't think I did all the squirrels. I think I got 3 or 4 of them. I always got the first. First playthrough of the game, I actually found. What was the first one's name? Is he Riku or Riki? One of the two. I got him on my first playthrough by complete accident, without even knowing what I was doing, which was pretty funny, all things considered, since that's the one I think most people probably miss. Muku. All right, not Riku. I don't know what I was thinking. Muku. Okay. I defer to Davey. He was there for that. You son of a bitch. Well, to be fair, Belkut, Riku's been in a billion games more than Kingdom Hearts. That name is pretty common. Hey Rufus, how's it going, man? The game goes well. We've recruited people. We have Do-Re-Mi elves and a conductor. So, you know, we're doing good things. We're doing work. Ooh, big dodge. Almost a 75,000 potch just from me wandering around. Yeah, I noticed the subtle change in the battle music. I thought it changed. I wasn't 100% sure until you brought that up, but it sounded slightly different. I haven't gotten to see it yet. I haven't seen Black Panther yet, so I can't go watch Avengers. I don't go to movie theaters anyway, though. I'm too much of a loser to go to a movie theater. I don't have anyone to go with. Going alone sucks. Another questionable bonsai. There's nothing over here, by the way. Lots of nothing. Let's get the hell out of here. You'll go with me, Belkut? I haven't been to a movie in years. Like, I haven't stepped foot into a movie theater in probably 2 years. Movie night. So, y'all all just fly here, and then we'll go to a movie. We'll go to a $10 movie after a, you know, $200, $300 plane ticket. Seems perfect. That'll work. Must be beating up dogs. Discord movie night's cheaper. These stupid Red Wolves, man.
Here we go.
Oh well. I won't be going to that one though, Davey. I can't do the horror movie stuff. I'm a big wimp when it comes to that. I wouldn't sleep for days. And I kind of need my sleep. There's my fourth violence piece, by the way. I can't, Davey. I can't. First off, there's a clown in it. I can't do clowns, man. They scare the living shit out of me. They scare, like, clowns and spiders. It's the two things I cannot do. Just nope. Just a big bunch of nope from me. I had a spider. I was playing Battletech earlier today before stream, and I felt something on my arm. You know how you feel something and you just kind of like feel something in your hand or arm, you just reflexively shake? I shook my arm and I looked down and a spider had just descended down, I guess, and landed on my arm, and I shook it off, and it's like for the next hour I was paranoid. It drove me nuts. I couldn't find it again to kill it. Ugh. Dress as clown, yeah, do that. Have you played all of the games? If so, do you ever stream 2? Odie, I have streamed 2 twice in my time as a streamer. I'll probably stream it again in the future. This is the only one I have not played, which is why I'm playing through it now, because I've finally gotten access to it. 2 is my favorite up to this point, until I complete this one. Then I'll have the actual ability to say whether 2 is my favorite through all of them. But I don't have any plans to play 2 anytime soon. But it's still always possible, because 2 is amazing. Yeah, I have a good healthy dose of arachnophobia, definitely. I hate them. Alright, so I'm gonna assume I head back to the boat dock here. I don't know where else to go. It didn't really give me any coaching as to where to go either. No, I don't have any runes attached just yet. My rune usage thus far has been rather low. I haven't really needed to at the moment. Outside of the lightning rune, which is my go-to for every game, because lightning is just amazing. And Guardian in 3. Guardian rune was OP as hell in 3. I ran that on almost everybody. Like Cornelio on my bench. He's already got 3, or level 3 rune usage, which is nice. I could see water rune being okay. Or not guardian rune, shield rune. Shield rune in 3 I used a lot. Oh, you're back, Prince. How'd it go? Oh, judging from that look on your mug, guess it didn't go too well, huh? Well, these things are gonna happen. No use fretting over it too bad. You could try going back and then coming again later, Prince. What do you say? I'm gonna assume we're supposed to progress this way. You got it. Just climb on board, then. Double beat rune for the win. Double beat rune is broken as shit and completely ruins. My first time through the first and second game, I had no double beats, and the game was nice and well paced. My second time through, I got double beats, and it broke the game. Whenever you need the ship, Prince, just stop on by. And she left. Okay. Now what do you have to say? Send it back to Rainwall and Port to Barrows. Okay. Back on track again. Good deal. Oh, my eyes twitch and I hate those. Actually, I have some bonsai to identify and be absolutely worthless. Oh, that's not a worthless one, maybe. Those are actually worth money, what do you know? I'm gonna keep one. Yay! We did recruit the merchant. We befriended the merchant. I like how it's befriending in this one. Save real quick here. Yeah, Devil Beat definitely makes the games way too easy. What are you talking about, Rufus? You mean going to picking up killing a giant plant to get a potted plant to then sell for lots of money? It's crazy how that works. Yeah, but then again, you do have to put your life on the line and go fight random things to do so. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I live a nice, easy lifestyle. I don't really, other than getting in my car and driving, I don't feel like I'm in danger day to day. That being said, there have been days when I felt like I've literally been fighting people because I have been driving to work. Just kind of depends on the day, you know? Rude.
We did it!
Also, Leone's adorable. Nanami was not adorable. Leone is adorable. And she's also a badass ex-assassin, which is kind of nice. Or there's that, you could walk into people's houses and take things. There's that. Get one more fight before we go back here. Just because I like fighting. And I like watching the prince run around in his garish orange tunic. Speaking of giant plants to drop other plants.
Here we go!
I mean, I would say that, Davey, but apparently I'm in the minority and everyone loves Gremio and loves Nanami, other than me. So I'm in the minority when it comes to that. But I would say definitely the childhood companion is much better in this one than in previous ones. And then there's Snow. Even though he doesn't occupy that slot, I still like to think of him as the childhood companion just because he's terrible, miserable. Still can't do anything with him. Alright, so we're back here. Before we go talk to this lovely Weasley guy. Check the trade shop. I bought some sugar. Yeah, it's a small profit here. What else is for sale? That's definitely super cheap. Ooh, those pearls are expensive. Price of soybeans has dropped. Yeah, I just noticed that. Unfortunately, you have one to sell, you ass. Damn. Okay, well, to be fair, Rufus, I when again, going back to my naivete when I started off with this series, I didn't know that recruiting everyone gave you special stuff. So my first playthrough of S2, I didn't get the good ending. And sadly enough, my first playthrough of 1, I didn't get the good ending by one person. I missed one recruit, and it's because he's one of the only ones that's cut off by a certain part of the story, which was real sad. So I had to play through a second time to get the Gremio ending, which sucked. Wow, that's a fitting quote. Oh, Ridley. Easily my favorite war person in 2. I said some very mean, hateful things about Nanami, and then found out she died, which was terrible. And I felt really, really bad for it. No, I didn't kill a general. I didn't recruit, I defer to Davy. Okay, Davy and True Rage then. Yeah, I don't remember names well, so I go for you guys to help me remember the names. But yeah, I missed one person, and it really sucked. Luckily enough, though, S1's so short that it's not a big deal to play back through again. All right, let's see what this guy has to say. We failed on all fronts on this mission, by the way. Before we talk to him, can we go see old lovely lady? Is she in her room or no? Wait, this is his room? I thought this was... Let me show you my masterpiece, my opus, my monument. You know, I assumed by the stuffed animals on the bed that this was the sister's room, but this is fitting that this is his room. Oh God. To think they've locked up the poor, innocent, alluring princess just to sully her good name. Those contemptible godwins are going to pay a price most grievous for laying their hands upon her. Oh no. That is the strangest picture to have. I don't even want to save her. I don't even want to save her just because of him. Where's her room? She must not have a room, or she's somewhere else. Yeah. All right. Weasel. Oh, Your Royal Highness the Prince, and you've brought good news with you from Raftfleet, yes? No, but it was informative. Informative, you say, Your Highness? My, listen to you, Your Highness. You don't have to smooth talk anybody the way I do. Wait, you don't have to smooth talk anybody the way I do. If things didn't go well, you need only say so, yes? Well, I suppose there's no danger of Raftfleet going over to the enemy, so we'll let the issue rest for now, yes? Stop saying yes! Ah, and speaking of important issues, I've asked our esteemed Howled Village artist to design our army's flag. Oh no. Oh God, why did you have to do that? I really hope it's not... Oh no, of all the places to design a flag, that is not what I wanted. Oh, I'm sure it will be a heroic and magnificent flag, something befitting a majestic army led by His Royal Highness. It's gonna sound and look it's gonna look as bad as their city sounds, isn't it? I'm looking forward to it. Forget that, give me an update. With such a proud banner representing your cause, Your Highness, we're sure to gain the people's support. Well, 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 you must be ever so exhausted. Come, get some rest in your room, Your Highness. You deserve it. I have a few matters to attend to myself, so I will take my leave of you, Your Royal Highness. Ugh. I almost forgot. Forgive the bluntness of my query, but what does Your Royal Highness think of my daughter, Lucerina? Actually, she's the best of the family, so she's lovely. Lovely. Oh, His Royal Highness thinks she's lovely. My daughter will be pleased indeed to receive such high praise from His Royal Highness the Prince. It may be unseemly for her own father to say this, but that girl really is a daughter to be proud of. That is unseemly, especially for you. Just go away. Her beauty and kindness are both unrivaled in Rainwall, and she's far more competent than most officials. To be honest, she practically runs our entire territory all by herself. So why am I dealing with you? She can be a little too rigid at times, but that could change. Say if she were to, oh, I don't know, fall in love. Your Royal Highness, I would most appreciate it if you would get to know my daughter. I'm going to read this again because this is just really strange. This is her father. Your Royal Highness, I would appreciate it if you would get to know my daughter better. Much better. Let's just say it would indeed be of great benefit to all parties involved, Your Highness. Ha 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 ha. This game is very uncomfortable at times. Very uncomfortable indeed. Oop. The familial ties are very loose as far as complimenting one's own kin. Lord Barrow's acting a little creepy, don't you think? Yeah, but he's always acted creepy. She is. You know, I'm not gonna... I agree. Lucerina's, definitely should be the pride of the family. I mean, that being said, man, at the time, you know, the whole marrying daughters off was kind of a big deal. So... Oh, I'd almost forgot about Siledes. We hadn't seen her in forever. Where's Siledes? Not good. This is not good at all. That old geezer's bossing us around left and right, and he won't share any information with us either. He probably just wants you two to be figureheads. Huh. I'm so damn tired of being a figurehead. Well, sleeping or boozing, Davy, either way, her hair is still magnificent and 80s and amazing, so I'll forgive her. I guess we're not really in the position to dictate demands, though. Hey, Flying Minister, how you doing this evening, sir? Yes, who is it? Excuse me, may I come in, everyone? Lucerina, is that you? Oh, please come in, yes. Just keep your father out. We don't want anything to do with him. He's weird and creepy. I deeply apologize for bothering everyone so late at night. Excuse me for my bluntness, Your Highness, but did my father say anything strange to you? Strange? Like what? Well, it seems my father thinks His Highness and I should... well... say no more. He wants you two to get together, eh? Damn, they're skipping the marriage part and betrothal and engagement part. They're going straight to the get together part. Damn. What? Well, actually, you two would make a really cute couple. Lady Sialeeds, please excuse me, but this is no laughing matter. No, you're right. If that's your father's goal, then it's definitely a serious problem. Yes, and that's why I needed to talk with you about it immediately. I think my father wants to set himself up for power after this conflict by becoming His Highness's father-in-law. He might be my father, but I can't believe he'd do something like that. It makes me so ashamed of him. Lucerina? Nobles are all the same. Well, we don't have to worry about the whole marriage deal this very second. Right now, our main problem is that we're basically the marionettes for Lord Barrows, the puppeteer. It makes me wonder what we're really fighting for. If you're in danger, Your Highness, it means the whole of Falena is in danger. I told him he shouldn't try and take advantage of you in a situation like this, but he just played dumb with me. I bet if Raja were here, he'd say that we should have known to expect this from that old snake. If only we had a tactician on our side. Oh boy. No kidding, right? A brilliant tactician who would have your best interest in mind, Fredor, not Lord Barrows. But it's not going to be easy to find someone like that. Actually, there is one person I know who fits your description. A woman, actually. She worked behind the scenes to help repel the Armez invasion 8 years ago. And her name is not Apple, hopefully. Farad and Raja just did exactly what this tactician told them to, and it brought them victory after victory. In just 1 month, Armez was completely annihilated. This woman's talent was almost godlike. You're talking about Lady... They do weird pronunciations of this. It's either Mercies or Merces. I'm gonna go with Merces, but eh. You're talking about Lady Merces, aren't you? Funny, I don't remember ever meeting a tactician like that. That's because she's no longer at the Sun Palace. In the uprising, Lady Merces incurred the Queen's wrath. She advised Her Majesty not to use force too hastily. And as punishment, Her Majesty ordered Lady Merces to be incarcerated in Agate prison. She's been there ever since. Great. Sounds like Lady Merces isn't just smart, but also reasonable. Exactly what we need. But with her locked up in prison, probably not much we can... Agate prison, huh? Where is that exactly? Lady Sialeeds? What? Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Look, I'm getting pretty tired. Let's continue this tomorrow. Oh god, she is sleepy. Ugh. See, playing dumb is an ancient practice. Bilku. Lady Sialeeds, we weren't quite... Nighty night. Oh, she's going to get some drinks. She is going for the drinkies. Going to my room for a little drinky. Pretty sure that's a quote. Oh, Prince, good morning. Lady Sialeeds is still sleeping. And it looks like George went out somewhere. I haven't seen him anywhere. So what would you like to do, Prince? Of course our faithful Leon's with us. Oh my god, this guy's conducting to a wall! He's literally conducting to a wall. Great. Oh, this is Lucerina's room. Agate prison. I don't know much. All I know is it's located on an islet in the Fatus River and it's only accessible by boat. Well, we know who we're gonna have to use for that. You aren't thinking of doing anything dangerous now, are you? Oh, you can't, Your Highness. Agate prison is far too dangerous. Yeah, about that. Wait, so where is Sialeeds' room at? She wasn't with us. What's that? Lady Merces? I'm sure I know her. She's a master tactician, got one heck of a head on her shoulders, I'll tell you that. Why, if she were with us, we'd have Godwin beat before breakfast and Armin's after lunch. Shame we don't have her, though. So no one else has thought to go get her? Like, we have to do it. Of course. Well, quite obvious where we're going, then. If something were to happen to you, how could you avenge Her Majesty's heinous death? I must ask that you not stray so far again. You can't begin to imagine what sorts of dangers are out there. You know what, old man? You leave the dangers to me. You sit your ass here. Oh. Should probably store some stuff while I'm thinking about it. Nope, not what I want to do. Damn it. I'll store that one. So we should have enough to make that violence orb now. No, I'm not saying that flying. I'm just saying he needs to mind his own business and be quiet. Guy is a weasel. Don't trust him. Is there a rune shop here? I don't... I'm not actually sure there is, unless it's way over here somewhere. Nope. I think we're all sharpened out, but... Oh, we actually don't have anyone else with us anyway. Yeah, we're past that. I don't know that I agree with your definition of wreck. They're kind of there. They exist. I'll give them that. But I'm not sure about wreck. It's definitely worth the save, though. Definitely worth the save. So definitely we're going to be going back to Raft Fleet. I'm going to call it there for the night, guys. I need to get some prep stuff done for the week. So I'm going to cancel out here about 30 minutes early tonight. Sorry about that, but I need to get some stuff ready for the week and all that loveliness. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me as always. It's always fun to have you here. We will be continuing tomorrow night, definitely. 5:30 Central Time as usual. We'll pick up from here. And I hope you have a great start to your work week, if it is the start to your work week. If not, have a great start to your time part of the week. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Davey, for the generous donation and for the resub on Heathenly. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and we will hit it up then. And continue to kill everyone that opposes us. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all have a good one.